Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Luke Beller. So today, I want to take a look at some recent mock drafts that people have done for the Packers and sort of take a look at who some people are currently thinking the Packers could potentially come in and draft. If you guys are new to the channel, I put up Packers content almost every single day. So if you want to see that, make sure you guys subscribe and like the video down below. So taking a look, the Packers Wire did a pretty good job. They brought together lots of different mock drafts that people have done and put them in this article. So I thought we would go through this and sort of take a look, and I sort of give my thoughts on each mock draft selection. So first off, we got Mike Bernard Pff in his recent mock drafts. He has offensive tackle Walker Little. Personally, I don't know too much about this draft class. I have a little bit of background, but not like a ton. And so I think it's helpful to come and see what these guys have to say about it to see potentially what the Packers could do in the draft. So Renner says, the Packers quite obviously don't care about addressing their most glaring roster needs via the draft. They also consistently invest in the trenches early on and covet athletes on both sides of the ball. All that points to the man who's played just one game over the past 2 seasons, but ran the fastest three cone in modern history for an offensive lineman at his pro day, 6.9 seconds. Little suffered a season-ending injury in 2019, opted out in 2020, so this is a big projection, but the upside is huge. He could be a high-level starter at left or right tackle. Offensive tackle is a premium position and one of need for the Packers entering the draft. So with the Packers, losing Corey Linsley, I think the Packers definitely will probably, be looking to add a little bit more depth when it comes to the offensive line. Obviously, we got David Bakhtiari and Elton Jenkins, but there's a few other areas that potentially the Packers could bolster. And tackle could be a need for the Packers, coming into the next few seasons. And so maybe the Packers come in. Maybe this guy Little could potentially work, but there's lots of different positions I think the Packers could, come in and draft in the first round because we do have a few different kinds of needs. So coming to the second guy, we got Todd McShay picked, the Packers picking linebacker Jamin Davis from Kentucky. He says Davis could replace Christian Kirksey, who signed with the Texans. He is an off-the-ball linebacker who can impact multiple facets of the defense, and he's a very good tackler in space. So yeah, with the Packers, losing Christian Kirksey, having 2 young guys in Chris Barnes and Kamal Martin, maybe those guys could develop. I mean, they just had their rookie season, so I'm guessing coming to their second year, they'll understand, how things work better. Hopefully Joe Barry can, sort of utilize them in the best way possible. So maybe they are the answer, but maybe the Packers do want to come in and draft a linebacker. I could sort of see it happening. I'm not sure if it will happen because maybe they do have enough trust in, Kamal Martin and Chris Barnes. But if the Packers do draft a linebacker, I haven't heard of this guy, to be honest. So it says here, breakdown, the Packers need a linebacker is clear. Chris Barnes and Kamal Martin are intriguing, but nothing should be settled here. And general manager Brian Gutekunst even said the defense needs more production from the position. So this could potentially be a position of need. So next off, we got Lance Zierlein. I don't know how you say that. Cornerback Tyson Campbell. I've heard a lot about him when it comes to the draft. So it says, Campbell is still in need of polish, but has impressive size and speed to help inject some new life into the Packers' back end. So with the Packers keeping Kevin King on that pretty, small contract, with them having Jair Alexander, we've talked about, I've said personally, I think the Packers' biggest need is another cornerback. A guy who can potentially come in and replace Kevin King. But I definitely think if we were to draft a cornerback in the first round, that could be a guy that could honestly make the biggest impact when it comes to this Packers team. Next off, we got Chad Reuter, and we got another cornerback, Greg Newsome III. I've heard lots of Packers people talk about this, that this could be an intriguing pick. As I've just said, I do think a cornerback would honestly probably be my most preferred pick when it comes to the first round. It says here, Newsome showed out at his pro day early in March, where Green Bay general manager Brian Gutekunst was in attendance. Re-signing Kevin King to a 1-year deal should not affect the team's interest in the young corner, who can play inside or on the perimeter, allowing Jair Alexander to line up against the league's top slot receivers when needed. So I totally agree with that. Even though we did sign Kevin King, I still think it's crucial to come in and add another cornerback to really bolster this Packers defense. Then we got Chris Trapazzo at CBS Sports, said linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, Notre Dame linebacker. They said the Packers need to prioritize speed at linebacker, and Owusu-Koramoah is the speediest linebacker in this class. I've seen some footage of this guy playing, and honestly, the way that he flies around and just gets things done, it would honestly be crazy to see a guy with this talented, with this caliber talent come in and play linebacker. As we said with the earlier linebacker, the Packers, I don't necessarily think they need to come in the first round and draft a linebacker, but if they were to, I could see, why it would make sense. So overall, I definitely could see multiple positions with the Packers coming in here. Maybe linebacker, maybe cornerback, maybe tackle. I feel like those could be some of the positions that could make the most sense considering, what the Packers need right now. And so now with the draft only being like a month away, a little bit less than a month away, we're not going to have to wait too much longer to figure out, who the Packers actually will be drafting, because obviously we can have all these ideas and all these potential players the Packers could pick in the first round, but we'll find out on draft night who the Packers actually like, who they actually, plan on building around, so that's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting, but that's all I wanted to cover today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.